If your weekly plans looks like a giant scribble fest from all the erasing and rewriting, we gotta fix that ASAP. I know the struggle. One day you set on a plan and the next everything is flipped upside down. But instead of fighting your planner like it's out to get you, let's switch it up. In today's video, I'm putting you on to a game-changing way of staying organized without the constant scribbling and crossing out. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to plan using priority lists, something that you may have never thought about that is so helpful, especially if you're just a simple planner girl that needs to be able to track all the things but doesn't want to use all the things. Today, I'm putting you on game. And also, it's Freebie Friday, so you know what that means. The insert that we're using in this video, you'll be able to download it at home, print it out with your printer, pop it into your planner, and use it to help you plan more effectively. So, let's get into it. So excited for this video. I'm excited to see how this priority list is going to help me. So I'm using this insert for the first time with you all, and I'm going to show you guys how I plan on using it to help me to be productive. But first and foremost, this is how the insert looks. It's clean, it's minimal. So that way, when we get ready to use the highlighter, it really is going to make those colors pop. That's why I love a simple insert. And so this is what you'll be able to download as a part of Freebie Friday. So let's go ahead and kick this off so I can share with you exactly how you can use this insert. And this may be a method that may help you, especially if you feel like weekly planners, including the monthly and then all the weekly breakdowns, is just too much for you. Listen, if your plans keep changing all week and you're constantly erasing, rewriting, and shifting things around, I feel you. I've been there, done that. So instead of letting that chaos win, I've got a method for you that I think you're gonna like, and that's priority lists. And trust me, this is about to make life so much easier. You know that feeling when your weekly spreads kind of start off cute and aesthetic, but by Wednesday, it's just a scribbled out disaster? Yeah, I know, I got you. That's why I wanted to share something different for you today. Something flexible, but still structured enough to keep you on track. So instead of just brain dumping a list of tasks and hoping for the best, try using this method again, which is priority lists. With sections for estimated time and priority levels. Try it out for a week or so, see how it changes your planning and makes you more productive. So here's how the method works. Instead of tossing everything onto one giant to-do list, we're going to break it down like this. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to write down all of the tasks that I know that I need to get done within this month. I also made me a little key down here at the bottom for the different priority levels, and I'm also going to color code that so I know what color represents what priority level. There's a section here for estimated time. So this is where you're going to assign time blocks. And I like to do it in certain increments. So I like to do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and 1 hour. That way, when I have a spare moment, I can tackle something that actually fits in that window instead of getting stuck in the where do I even start spiral. Next, I like to consider priority levels. Everything has a priority, okay? So not everything is an emergency, even if your brain tries to tell you otherwise. So what I like to do is I like to color code everything. And I do this in a few different ways. There are 3 ways or 3 priorities that I consider. The first one is the most important, and I try to do no more than 3 tasks and these are your non-negotiables. And then you have your semi-important, and I try to stick to around 6 tasks, but again, sometimes you just have a little bit more, and this is stuff that needs to happen, but it isn't urgent. And then you're going to have your least important, which is everything else. So if I get to it, great. If not, no stress, okay? So you want to make sure that you are also writing in the due dates instead of slapping a due date on everything and then feeling like a failure when plans change. Just mark the day you intend to work on it unless you know the date. Then of course you'll want to add that there. And that way, if you just use the method of marking the day of the week, if you change your mind, it doesn't matter. That's no biggie. You can just white it out or cross it out and move on. Okay, so here's how I make it work for me. Okay, we have, first and foremost, I have to separate my personal and work life. So I'm gonna eventually, you'll see me mark that off to the side. So I like to keep my personal tasks either on one page or again at the top of the page, and then my home tasks at the bottom. So things like blog posts, social media content, working on inserts, anything business related is going to be separate from my home life. So no more mixing up grocery shopping with finish editing a YouTube video. Okay, that's why this method works so well. I also, as you can see, love to color coordinate everything. Color coding is a big thing that's going to help you to differentiate what's priority and what's not. And so, of course, black ink is cute and all, but highlighters are really going to bring the system to life. So make sure you're using different colors for the priority levels, so that way you can see at a glance what needs your attention first. Okay, and then let's talk about project planning and why there's magic in this system when it comes to that. This setup is so amazing for breaking down big projects into bite-sized steps. So you literally could just take this insert here and use it for one big project, and then use the separate lines for different steps within the project planning process. So that way you're not overwhelmed with your to-do list, and that's going to just help you to be able to tackle that and make sure you're getting all of the different parts of that project done. Okay, so here are the pros and cons of this type of setup. First and foremost, the pros. It's a quick setup because who has time for a complicated system? If you are like that and you feel like your weekly spread is just too much going on, this probably would be the perfect sort of thing for you. It also keeps everything organized. Again, because we're separating work and personal, side hustles and all of that is separate, but you can keep it all in one place. It's also going to help you focus on what actually matters instead of getting distracted by random busy work. So here are the cons. There's no space for reminders or random brain dumps, but you can use sticky notes for that, of course, or an additional insert, or maybe you're like me and you just want to pop this into your weekly plans and you use it to break that down even further. Also, if you have a jam-packed schedule with lots of timed appointments, this might not be the best layout for you. Again, you may want to do a hybrid, kind of like what I do. And the third con is that if you love a decorative planner setup, meaning that you use all the things, stickers, washing, all of that stuff, this is a little plain. And so you can, of course, jazz it up if you like, but this just is a simple, straightforward method of planning. So the goal here is to make it as functional and cute as possible, okay? So if you're tired of writing your plans every other day and you want to try something new, then I would definitely give this a shot. So grab some highlighters, set your priorities, and let's get some stuff done, okay? So this is such an easy method. Again, as a part of Freebie Friday, you get to download this for free for the next few hours until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you head on over to our store. The link is going to be put right in the description. Make it easy for you. All you have to do is click on it and then put the coupon code in there, which is available in our Facebook group, and then download the insert and come back to this video, rewatch it so you can see exactly how to use this insert. But I think this is going to be so helpful for me to just be able to break down some things. I feel like I do have my weekly planner for my home life, and then I have my weekly planner for business. I'm referring back and forth between the two, but I'm thinking what I may do is pop this insert in, look in my business planner, look in my home planner, for that particular day and see what all needs to be done, and just use it as a to-do list. And I'm able to see the priority of things so I can tackle whatever level needs to be done first, which is probably going to be high priority. They always say eat that frog, right? Do the hardest thing first, and then you can work your way to the level 3, which is the least important. And then you can push to the next day, whatever you're not able to complete. So I think this is such a genius method of planning, and I hope you do as well. I hope you use this insert to the full, and I hope that it makes you the most productive you can be. So that's it for this video. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it. Again, check the description below on how you can get this insert. So that's it, you guys. I hope that this really helped you. Again, it's Freebie Friday, which means you'll get the insert. You can check the description below so that you can see exactly how you can grab a copy for yourself. I hope that you were inspired in some way. I put you onto something new that maybe you never thought about that could really help you. Comment below and let me know if that's the case. Your comments mean so much to me, plus I read them all. So comment below, let me know how you plan on implementing this freebie. As always, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate you guys for stopping by today. Hopefully you'll consider subscribing to my channel if you're new here. And as always, I would love it if you came back and joined me for another video, in which case I'll see you then.